Every year around this time, we see a major reset. The new spring arrivals come into the stores. The magazines are giving you what's hot. Your Instagram, TikTok, everything is showing you what you need to be wearing right now, what the trends are, how to stay in style. And you know what? You don't need to adopt those things, because you know what always happens to me? I end up going, checking it all out, and then standing there in the fitting room, holding something I'm not even sure that I like, and wondering if this year I'll finally figure it out. I want to take a moment to thank Quince for sponsoring today's video. Well, I want to tell you something. You have it more figured out than you think. And by the end of this video, you'll have a completely different approach to spring dressing. And it's one that's actually going to work for your real life, not your imaginary life, and not a life you used to have. And I'm saving the most important piece to the end, because it's the one thing in this video that actually makes everything else click into place. So let's dive in. Okay, I have to tell you something a little embarrassing, because I know style. My whole career has been based on staying up to date, knowing style. And last spring, I completely lost my mind. We had just moved back to Pennsylvania after 20 years in Southern California. And I survived my first winter back, but when I took a look at spring, I went absolutely crazy for needing color and pattern in my life after a long winter. I walked into Talbot's and I went nuts. I literally bought every single printed shirt, floral printed pattern shirt that they had. Then I went on their website, I scoured their website and bought all the ones that I might have missed that hadn't been in the store. And I'm not exaggerating. I also added pants and shorts and even a couple dresses to coordinate with this whole new look. Oh, and let's not forget, I also bought a few coordinating sweaters to wear over my shoulders so that I had sweaters to go with every single one of those patterned shirts. I went all in. And you know what? I do love prints. But here's what happened. Every single time I pull one of those prints out now, they don't feel like me. Something just fell off. I feel fussy when I put them on. And the key here is, it took me a while to realize it, but the key here is I actually felt overdressed when I put those shirts on for my actual life, my everyday activities. And I felt like I was wearing a costume for my everyday that didn't fit me at all. And what I realized was that I was shopping from emotion, and it was excitement after a very long winter. I wasn't shopping for my real life. Your scenario might not be that dramatic, but I have a feeling you know exactly what I'm talking about. And a few weeks ago, I did a live where I pulled out every single item in my closet that was spring related. And I laid it all out live for you to see. I will link that live right here so you can go check it out. And then I did another video where I tried on everything piece by piece so I could actually see what are the pieces that I need to keep. I ended up having way too many clothes to choose from, and I don't like having that many clothes on my everyday wear capsule. I like to have it very narrowed so that I don't have to think. I can just walk in and put together pretty much any combination, and I know that it's going to look good. And I had way too many decisions sitting there. So I thought, you know what? I feel like you're having that same problem. We're going to go and do a video where I'm showing you exactly what I'm trying on, what's working, what's not, and why I'm deciding to get rid of certain things. And the big thing that I took away with that, from that whole activity, was that I already had more than I need. I think our first reaction when we go shopping is that oh, spring's here, I need to go shopping. Instead of saying, wait, spring's here, let me flip my closet so that all of the spring things are here and out in front of me so that I can see them, and then go fill in the gaps with quality pieces that fit my needs and will work back in with the pieces I already have. And I recommend highly that you do the same thing before you go and buy a single new thing for spring. Check out what you already have, see what's working. Do you have basics that are maybe worn out and need to be refilled? Do you have, every time you get dressed, you're like, ooh, if I only had a pair of navy linen pants to go with this, I'd be able to wear it with so many things. Or if I only had a lightweight jacket, that would really help. Or maybe I need some new white tees. Figure out what those things are. Those moments come to you most often when you're getting dressed. You think about them, and then the second you walk away, their ideas are gone. So write down what those gaps are, what you need, so that when you are ready to shop, you are armed and ready with being able to fill in those gaps. Quince is built actually around the exact thing we're discussing today. Quality pieces that work for real life, not fast fashion, not trend chasing, just beautiful essentials that are made to last. And I have been a Quince fan for a while now. You have seen their pieces in many of my videos, but they sent me some new pieces for spring that I am really excited about, and I want to show them to you today. This first one I cannot stop thinking about. It's 100% European linen, and it's a short sleeve popover in navy. And you know what? It already has a permanent spot in my spring and summer wardrobe. And of course, I love the pop the collar vibe on this piece. It's so crisp and polished without trying at all. I can already see myself wearing it with white pants, khakis, or even navy pants. It's just one of those pieces that works with everything and makes you look put together without any effort. This one is the organic French Terry Henley in a classic white. To me, this is just a grab without thinking, throw it on and go everyday piece. It's soft, comfortable, and it looks great. Now this is the boyfriend crew neck sweater in herb green. This is actually not my first one of these sweaters from Quince because I'm a little obsessed with this style, but this color, oh, I can't get enough of it. It's going to work with so much in my capsule, and I know I'm going to reach for it all season long. And then for getting into late spring and early summer, these two pieces are everything. The 100% linen button front long sleeve shirt in navy. I love wearing this one alone or layered over a tank on a breezy day. And look at this chambray tencel short sleeved shirt. It's light, it's easy, and it has a casual crispness that's just perfect for everyday warm weather dressing. Quince gives you exceptional quality without the price. And my favorite part, these are 100% European linen, organic cotton, and responsible materials. And they're just well-made pieces at a price that actually makes sense. Everything is down below in the description. Click on the link to find all of these pieces. And if anything doesn't work for you, they offer 365-day free shipping and returns. Go check them out. I think you're going to love Quince as much as I do. One of the things I absolutely love about spring is walking in the store and seeing all of it. The bright pops of color, the fresh prints, that feeling of renewal after months of gray and cold. It's exciting and I love it every single year. But there's a big difference between loving what you see and feeling like you have to buy every single piece of it. And I want to give you a different way to think about this. Use that feeling that you're getting when you see all these bright colors, whether it's on a website, in a store, in a catalog, use them as inspiration. When you're walking through a store or scrolling a website and something catches your eye, pause for a second and think about what about that piece is drawing you in. Is it the color, a print like a gingham or a bold floral? Is it a particular silhouette? Because that thing that you're responding to, that is your clue. And that's going to tell you something about your own style. Maybe you already have something in your wardrobe that gives you that same feeling. Maybe there's one or two pieces that you want to add, but you're adding to an already curated wardrobe, not starting over from scratch every single spring. The goal is to build on what you already have and not replace it. And to help you with that moment, I want you to bookmark something on your phone right now. I have a free tool called the Should I Buy It checklist. I'll link it here and down in the description below. Next time you feel that pull, whether you're standing in a store or shopping online, open up your phone to that bookmark section and go take that little quiz. It will help you decide if that piece truly belongs in your wardrobe or if it's just a distraction. And that brings me to the piece I promised you at the very beginning of the video, the one shift that makes it all actually work. Before you head into a store or open a single browser tab this spring, start with your own closet. Do what I did. Pull out everything you have to wear for warm weather. Try it on. See what still works, what you actually reach for, and what the gaps are. Because what usually happens when you skip that step is that you go straight to shopping, and then you end up with pieces that don't go with anything else in your existing wardrobe. Those pieces just sit there. Meanwhile, pieces you love that are already in your closet are getting ignored. When you start from your closet first, something clicks. You can see exactly what's missing, and you can make note of that. And so when you go out shopping, you're going to shop with intention rather than when you're tired, hungry, bored, or you need a little retail therapy. And then when you're shopping and something catches your eye, the question is not, do I love this? You might love it. The question you need to ask, does this item slot into pieces I already have in my closet, making it easier to get dressed? And when I put the piece on, am I looking at it and saying, yes, this is me, this is my style, this goes with everything else I have? And that is the feeling you want to have when you're shopping. Not the trend, not for the sale, that recognition of, yes, this is me, this works with my wardrobe, I'm taking it home. So here's what's going to make everything click when you're shopping. The first thing you want to ask yourself is, does this fit my style? And not your fantasy style, not a special occasion style. What works in your actual everyday life? And when I go back to it, that's why my Talbot shirts didn't work. Not that I didn't love them. I absolutely love those shirts. I think they're beautiful. I think that's why I've had a hard time parting with them. The key is that they didn't work with my actual everyday real life. The second thing I want you to think about is your colors. Not the season of color or the color of the year that everyone is telling you you're supposed to wear, or it's spring and you should be wearing bright colors or pastels. Not those colors. I want you to think about the colors you get compliments on. Your favorite colors, the colors that make you feel so good when you put them on. And if a color of this season happens to be one that lights you up, of course, bring it in. But don't just buy the colors because they are the colors of the season. You're not obligated to wear the colors that someone decided are the colors of the season. Your colors are yours and they don't expire. The third one is your accessories. I don't think people think about this enough because your accessories should match the energy of your real life, not the dressed up version of it. If you're a scarves and sneakers woman, lean into that. If you're a simple gold jewelry and great bag woman, that's what you wear. The mistake I think a lot of us make is buying accessories that are a version of ourselves that rarely show up. And this is one I tend to do all the time with hats. We'll be away on a vacation. I want a gorgeous hat. I'll get it. I'll wear it while we're on vacation. Do I ever wear it at home? No. I think, oh, I'd love to have a hat for when I garden. Do I ever wear it? No. We have a convertible. Do I ever wear my hat when I'm in the convertible? No. So that's not for me. So why I can actually say no, I don't need to buy any more hats. And that way, when you realize that and recognize that is your like push button area that you don't need that anymore, it makes shopping so much easier and effortless. And if you're struggling with this and you want to dive deeper, check out my Style Refresh Blueprint. It is a full-on guide along with worksheets that will guide you step by step on how to clean out your closet, fill it with things that are your style and fit your everyday life, and you will love your closet again. What trends are you going to avoid this season? Let me know in the comments. You know I love hearing from you. Stay gorgeous, and I'll see you in the next video.